There we go. Hey, TGIF, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Father's Day weekend. It is Father's Day weekend. But listen, this message goes out to all the spouses out there. All you ladies. The ones especially who are pissed that their husbands can lose weight faster. So if you're in that category, if you get mad, you get upset that your husband can lose weight quicker than you can, this message is for you. So, man, it's something that I hear all the time. In fact, I heard it this week about 3 or 4 times. And I heard it one, I just remember talking to somebody and messaging back and forth saying, you know what? It's just frustrating because I'll cook the same for my husband. We'll eat the same. We'll do the same things. And he loses weight quicker than me. And is it frustrating? So ladies, please listen up because I know it's frustrating. I've heard it time and time again. I feel like it's like 5 times as hard as it is for my husband. And it's frustrating. It's just mad. And my hormones, I know those are off. And he just he can work out like 3 times. And this is at any age too. This is across the board, not just when you're younger, not just when you're 20s or 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. It's the same thing. And I just want to tell you from a husband and a guy's perspective, I totally feel your pain. And I want to just explain to you more or less in just a moment here is to explain to you why that's the case. So if that's the case, if you're catching this on live or you're catching this on replay, I'd love to know. Yeah, it's frustrating. I get pissed off. It's so mad to see that, my husband can lose weight so much quicker than I can. And I want to say that we kind of have an advantage. And I'm going to tell you this because it can help you in your mindset with understanding what can be really, really helpful for you to lose weight. And I know going into Father's Day weekend, is maybe you have something planned out. We don't do much. Like I don't really care. I just want to be around my family and enjoy some time. And maybe we'll go out and have some food. And maybe you're planning to do something special, for your spouse. It's Father's Day weekend, right? Maybe hopefully they were smart and did something nice for you on Mother's Day weekend. And I think they have Mother's Day before Father's Day on purpose, by the way, because I think it's a chance to see what we do for the mothers out there, for our wives, which really aren't our mothers, but really we do nice things, for the family. And that way, then it's coming back around for Father's Day. Well, let's see how good he does for Mother's Day and then come back. But again, that's a whole maybe separate conversation. But the reality is, check this out. This is the truth. Check this out. So the reality is for men, we, on average, and I forget what journal, I've read some articles and journals, and I don't have the exact one. I think I actually wrote it down, Journal of Applied Science, and there's a lot of them out there. And the research has proven we carry around 26 pounds of extra muscle mass on us, on average, right? I'm not just talking about fit dudes. I'm talking about just in general. And that's part of the reason, because the reality is with more muscle, you're able to keep the weight off and able to actually burn more off with that, because your muscle requires quite a bit more energy throughout the day. And as dudes, as a father, 47-year-old, having more muscle, I know, has been the key. So why am I sharing that with you ladies is while you may not have 26 extra pounds, or you might not be able to compare to your spouses who have more muscle mass on you, you can do something about it. You can do something that can help you with your weight loss efforts. And that's by, what do you think is the answer? Ding, ding, ding. Putting some more muscle on your body. That's truly what it comes down to. You can actually do yourself a favor and get off the treadmill, get off all those long, boring cardiovascular workouts that, yes, you burn calories, and yes, you can burn fat and lose weight. But the problem is you typically only will burn it the time you're doing the exercise. Why it takes so long to do it, rather than us guys who pretty much can do a few push-ups and a few squats. It's because we have muscle. When we develop that muscle more, that allows us to really keep those calories off our body, and that in turn means our weight is off our body. So that's truly the magic. Unfortunately, I can't say that I can tell you that you're going to be exactly the same as your spouse as far as that goes. But you can improve, you can increase your muscle mass on your body. You can do that by What do you think? Not by doing more cardio. Get off the treadmills, get off all those long spinning workouts and all that, and do yourself a favor, do some strength training. Now, I'm not even saying you have to go do weights and do like machines and pump iron. I'm not even talking about that. You can simply do workouts, just as I give to my coaching clients, that involve you doing body weight training. And typically, if you have weight on your body, there's your resistance. There's the exercise you need to build the strength in your body. And then hopefully that'll help take the weight off. It's kind of like the perfect scenario. You use the weight that's on your body to do weight-bearing exercise, squats and push-ups and lunges and all those types of good things. And that in turn helps burn calories, helps develop muscle. That also helps to preserve muscle. That then helps to keep the unweighted pounds off. Is that not like the perfect storm? It's the perfect storm. So with that, I hope that makes sense. Really, truly hope that makes sense to you in your efforts, ladies, in your efforts to lose weight, or to, first off, don't try and compete with your husband, because as far as that goes, I know it's a losing battle for me, because I know my wife and I have been married 18 years, and it's I'm gonna let her win. I don't say let her win. I shouldn't say that. She's gonna win. Because I want to keep a good marriage, and that's kind of what it takes. I'll go down. I'll take one for the team to make sure that our marriage is healthy. But what do I do to try to encourage my wife? And we've been doing it for forever. And she likes to run and work out and stuff, but she knows, she and I both know, that she gets in better shape when she does strength training, exercise that are going to help preserve her muscle. You know, it's like only a certain period of time as we get older, we lose our muscles. It's like our bones start to wear and tear, right? The osteopenia, osteoporosis. I'm sure, ladies, you've heard of that before. You may have even taken a test to see like what your bone density is. And what is your doctor going to tell you? Well, they're going to tell you, okay, vitamin D, magnesium supplementation, maybe something like that. But also that's pretty much a waste if you take all that stuff and don't do any exercise. You need to do exercise to keep good bone integrity. Weight-bearing exercise, the key to bone integrity. And what does that also do? It helps to build your strength up. And when you build your strength up, guess what? You're also building your muscle up. And when you're building your muscle up, guess what? That's the key. Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding. When you build the muscle up, then what that does, it helps to keep those unwanted pounds off. Now, there is a bit of a double-edged sword. I'm not going to get into it in this little chat here, in this live. But the problem sometimes happens when you start to work out more, and even when you do strength training, your appetite starts to increase. And while you obviously want to supply good, healthy fuel to those muscles, and you need to, in fact, you're gonna have to adapt and change your diet, so to speak, as your body adapts and changes, right, to the new muscle that you have on here, getting your body, the fat off of it and burning that. You're going to have to change your calorie requirements. Totally get that. But sometimes the hard thing is when you start to work out, you start to increase your appetite. And then when you're increasing your appetite, if it's not the right way and you don't have the right formula, then you can get in trouble by putting unwanted extra calories on. That's why they say you can't out-train a crappy diet, right? I know I've struggled up and down. It's a struggle. Don't think it's easy for this coach right here. And it gets, as you get older, it gets even more of a struggle. I like pizza. I like good food. And I have to realize that, I can work out all I want, but if I'm not dialed into my nutrition, then it means that their results that I want from my workouts are going to be limited because I don't have that dialed in. So that's just my helpful tip, ladies. You just got to realize, us men have 26 extra pounds of muscle mass. You can go talk about this, and you can even tease your husband up. Hey, why are you in worse shape than I am, honey? You got 26 extra pounds of muscle. In fact, if your husband is in worse shape than you, why don't you use that against him to get his butt off the couch, tell him to put down that 6-pack of beer, and tell him to get into my world so we can get him on the right path. And listen, if you have no idea what that looks like, just send me a private message. We'll get on a quick call and we'll talk about what my Lean Body Breakthrough coaching program is all about, and we'll see if you're a good fit. Because, you can talk and you can listen to all this stuff, but if you don't apply it, if you don't take action, you can have all the knowledge you want about nutrition and dieting and eating and meal planning and meal prepping and menus and workouts and CrossFits and high intense exercise and sprint training and all that stuff, weight bearing exercise and kettlebell training, all those things. You can have all that head knowledge, but if you don't actually apply it and take action, it's pretty much pointless. You're not going to get there. You're not going to get the results that I know you have the capability of having. I know you don't deserve it until you actually take action. In fact, you got your body. If you were to go right now and get off of this and go stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror, that's exactly the body that you set yourself up for. That's it. Owning it up. That doesn't mean that you have to keep looking at that same body, though. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So listen, I know you're going to be pissed off at your husband. Maybe you've been just mad at him for the years and years that he had it much easier to lose weight than you. But I'm going to tell you this, if there's one thing you can start doing about it right now, one thing is to start increasing the muscle you have on your body. And I'm not talking about being a bodybuilder or have bigger biceps or bigger quads than your husband has. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about building lean, strong, healthy muscle. You want to call it tone, you can call it tone. Good definition in your body. That's going to help not only preserve your body, but it's also going to help keep all that extra weight on. We ever come into another lockdown, don't do a whole bunch of extra cardio, do some strength training. And if you need help, I'd love to help you. Reach out, we'll get on a quick call, we'll take it from there. I know maybe it's the last thing on your mind because it's the weekend and you're ready for happy hour and, TGIF and all those things. But just keep that in mind going into the weekend, is that maybe your weekend is that you're not doing any strength training. That's all I got to say. Take care. God bless. Have a good weekend. That's it for me. We'll see you.